Another thing I'm interested in where it goes. If you recall, last week we talked about Todd Rokita leading a multi-state effort to eliminate federal diversity requirements in like transportation contracts. This week, the state INDOT, the Department of Transportation here in Indiana, filed a waiver from the U.S. Department of Transportation, requesting that they do not need to abide by these Biden-era diversity rules, which require 10% of federal highway construction funds to be paid out to small businesses owned by, quote, socially and economically disadvantaged people. Now, Chris, you weren't here last week. We talked about this a little bit, but basically the contention is Rokita and the Braun administration say, listen, we're only here about merit and competence in giving out our state contracts. Democrats say, well, yeah, but you're not like casting a wide enough net. What do you think about this?
I kind of
waiver. Yeah.
I'm kind of like in the middle of, I think, both arguments here, where like I think in terms of like hiring process, in terms of getting people in, the jobs in the transportation sector, it should be merit based. I don't care about, gender, about race, about anything like that. Like that shouldn't matter. But what I do agree with is using some of those funds, especially surrounding transportation that has to do with school buses, that has to do with infrastructure and things like that. Lower income areas who don't have the funds to fix their infrastructure and put money towards schools and get buses for their children should be able to give a little extra weight for them to be able to handle that and to counteract all of those other things. So I would be in the middle of it. I'm completely in agreement on needing merit-based requirements for like hiring processes, but then looking at the entire picture and seeing which areas truly need money and more money compared to others, then I think that's where we should put all of our resources, or most of them.
Yeah, and one of the points I think that was brought up last week was that when we're casting this net and making sure that maybe non-traditional companies get a chance to bid for these contracts outside of sort of the good old boys network, is that a lot of times, hey, this can save money. You are finding people who are equally qualified who can maybe do the job cheaper. So there is a fiscal responsibility element to this. Yeah.
Yes.